I was one of 7 kids, and I have to say that my folks weren't very smart trying to raise all of us on a single substitute teacher's salary, but they loved us very much. I know because they often said so. They tossed around the words so much they might have been used as punctuation to everything else that they said. On our birthdays, our mom and dad would gather us up and tell us a story about how we joined the family, with many interjected eye rolls from the older kids who heard it a million times and yucks from the younger ones. You came into our family howling and covered in your mother's blood. Boy, did you have a set of lungs on you. That sort of thing. We didn't have much, and what we had we shared. Hand-me-downs that were kept until they were shredded, which then were used as rags. Nothing really wasted. We moved a lot, too. As I got older, and I put 2 and 2 together, and realized that the vagrancy was because we had to skip town before angry landlords came for us for missed rent. So yeah, things were tight, but so were we. My big sister talked to me every day over the phone when she left for college. My brothers were always there for me when the neighborhood kids would pick fights. Those kids were mean in the way that only kids could be. A lot of it had to do with the neighborhood gossip that we were all bastards from various affairs my mom had. I guess I can see why they thought that, line us all up and we don't really look all that related. But my parents were crazy in love, and I knew they'd never even considered cheating. There was only one more after me. Mom didn't let on that we were having another sibling until well into things. Wanted to be sure about it, I guessed. I was surprised that they were having another one. I was a preteen, and by then I thought I'd be the baby of the family forever. The poor kid was going to be the same age as their niece, my sister just having her first when my mom made the announcement. A month of waiting on Mom, hand and foot, fussing about cradles and baby names. Then my parents went and were gone for a few days, and when they got back, I had a little brother. When I laid my eyes on him, I got this bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. I knew what healthy newborns looked like from the pictures of my sister's baby girl, but my new brother did not look like a healthy newborn. If I knew then what I knew now, I would have told someone. Child services, a teacher, maybe, but I was blissfully, even willfully, ignorant, and I did nothing. I tried to treat my baby brother like one of the family, I really did, but I think it was a relief for everybody when I moved out a few years later. Too much tension. 5 weeks before my graduation, I got the call. Come home quick, Mom has cancer. I dropped everything to go with her, wouldn't you? My sister became a doctor. Did I mention that? She basically moved in to be my mom's full-time nurse. From the pursed-lipped expression she gave me when she greeted me in the door, I knew it was bad. Mom kept her head up, but within months, she was gone. I remember my sister staying up very late, looking over Mom's medical information and muttering about how impossible it all was. I didn't understand then. I do now. Shortly after the funeral, my dad took the last of her meds into the bathroom and followed her. He left us a letter. The bastard. After the police and ambulance left, I watched my oldest brother read it before chucking the letter in a fireplace. He said we didn't need to know why Dad did what he did, that all we had to know was how much he loved us and Mom. He looked right at my sister as he said it. A sick feeling that had been coiled in my gut for 8 years solidified. Later, when I dug through my mom's medical records out of the trash, I finally understood why I had that feeling. My mom had a history of ovarian cancer in her family. Hell, my mom had a lot of very bad medical history. What must have been the most devastating to her was the infertility it caused. Not after my youngest brother. Oh no, 2 years before the oldest. She always did tell me that she wanted a big family. The low-profile job my dad worked, the constant moving, the way we all looked different, the pregnancies not announced before time, the birthday stories, the suicide, the way my baby brother had looked the day my parents brought him home, not like a real newborn. Like a TV newborn, like a baby already 2 or 3 months old. And finally, the thing that I looked up later after I had gotten thoroughly drunk was a string of murders that followed my family's trail the whole time. We all came into the family crying and covered in our mother's blood. But not the blood of the woman who raised us.